Okay, so this is an instruction video for how to fold up the notes booklets, and the first thing that we want to do is fold this in half 3 times, just making sharp creases in the paper that we're going to use as guides later. So we're going to go ahead and fold it in half, and we want to try to match up the corners of the paper as neatly as possible when we do that crease. Okay, then we're going to take that and fold it in half. And all we're doing right now is making creases in the paper, so we don't need to worry about where the words are facing or anything like that at this point. Okay, then we're going to take that half and fold it in half one more time. Okay, trying to match up the corners as neatly as you can. And then from here, we're going to undo these folds, but as you go back, we're going to crease it by folding back and forth over that same spot a couple times to make that crease nice and pliable. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing as we unfold this layer. We're just going to fold back and forth a couple times, sharpening that crease with your fingernails. Okay, and then same thing for this last layer. We're going to just go back and forth a couple times over that original fold, making sure that that's creased. Okay, and from this point, all we've done is we've put creases in the paper to make 8 congruent rectangles. Okay, now from here, we're going to fold it with the words facing out. And this side is the flap that's open, right? This side is the fold. Okay, we need to use the scissors to cut through the fold, right? Not the open end, but the folded end. And we're going to cut right along that crease in the paper, straight across until you come to the intersection of these 2 rectangles here, so halfway across, right? And then we stop. Okay, don't worry about cutting along the dashed line, because when this feeds through the copier, sometimes it's shifted a little. So you want to really stay along the crease that you put in the paper and not worry so much about where that dashed line is. Okay, so now we should have a slice through the fold, right? Not the open end, but the folded end. Now to assemble this into the booklet so that the pages stay together, we're going to lay it out flat on the desk, and then with your hands squeeze toward the middle so that these flaps pop up, and then grab one flap with one finger, the other with the other, and fold them over like that. And then when you fold the back behind, right, and then fold that in half, now you have your notes booklet all folded up. And if you turn the pages, right, it should stay together just like this. Okay, now you want to not use the scissors. Don't use the scissors to trim the edges even, because you'll notice that there are folds here on every other page, and if you cut those folds, the whole thing will fall apart. So if you need to straighten the edges out, just kind of squish to get the corners of the pages lined up, and then press toward the binding, the fold at the end here, and then that will straighten up your edges and still hold your booklet together. Okay, if you are using the study ring, you can use the hole punch then to punch a hole here in the corner and slide it onto your study ring to keep them in order. Okay, another way that you can fold them up, if that way didn't work for you, is you can fold it in half, hot dog bun style, and then as you look at it from this angle, okay, with it folded in half the long way, you can notice there's sort of a star or a diamond there. So as you squeeze these together, right, to make a plus sign, then those are the pages of your book, right? So then you can kind of lay it flat from that star position, and then crease the edges, and then that will assemble it as well. Okay, so hope that helps those of you that were asking for a tutorial on how to fold the notes booklets up.